Hello Aries, welcome to my channel. This video is a reading for March 2024. You can watch it whenever you feel called to watch it, and other signs are welcome. And if you have Aries in other parts of your chart, of course, feel free to watch this one. I have 3 decks for this video. The first one is the Slavic Legends Tarot. Then the Power of the Runes. And the Healing with the Fairies. One of the main things that I have been getting, because I was thinking about doing this video today, is Worrier, not Worrier. And it is so prevalent to the thoughts that I was getting throughout the day relating to reading for Aries, and I was getting like, shh, shh, it's going to be okay. You're gonna get out of here, or get out of this. Here is what I was mainly getting. So maybe you're in a place that does not feel like a safe haven for you. It doesn't need to be a physical state, but it could be. And it feels as if there's a lot of sadness for some of the people that are connecting to the situation. Um, and that for some there was another thing like I chose wrong, and um, that it may affect finances too. So I kept the card at the bottom of the deck. It's the Three of Cups. With the Three of Cups, it does feel like a strong ally or somebody that is going to help you get out of the situation, or there is a point in this where it'll be the pivotal moment, and it feels like I want to say moment of truth where things will be revealed and come to light. There's a lot of exposure, and um, I think it'll be definitely enlightening for a lot of people to see what the situation really was and how they could nurture um, the energies or in people, person. Since I say people, it could be multiple people involved. And the lily pad from the Three of Cups of the card, maybe hopping from one area to another. This can be a point where it might be a pit stop. That place that you stopped in between maybe wasn't as safe as you thought it could have been, given the circumstances. But maybe you invested in something, maybe you invested in that pit stop that you were, or this person was going to, and yeah, we can just go forward from there. I didn't turn over the other cards yet. This, it does feel like there's a healing stage coming soon. A strong card for the Oracle. I did turn over this one. Happily ever after. And this kind of feels like, who are you riding into battle with? This feels like it connects to the ally from the Three of Cups, because you also have Awas, and it has the horse here too, which can link to um, this specific imagery. I feel like it does link to more power and motion. And then like the horse kind of being more of a skittish animal. Um, like the horse gets calmed down, because right now it kind of feels like it has like upset energy, and it's like the person calming the horse. I feel like the horse is the Queen of Wands. Or linked to the horse, and then you also have the Knight of Wands. Because I feel like the skittishness comes from the horse, but it also feels like horsepower, like force of nature type of um, energy that I'm getting, even though it is a little bit of a stretch for this rune card. So these are the two court cards that I have right off the bat with the reading. Because at the Knight of Wands, it doesn't feel like the energy is controlled well at the moment. And with the Queen of Wands, she has a wand, and it's almost as if the energy can be focused, and she knows how to use the power that she has. Also with the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Cups, which are really strong cards. So it's interesting with this reading, with having a strong ally and being able to move forward. As I said, I feel like it was already like the pivotal point where things were starting to turn. So I feel like within March, it'll be, I feel like it's going to be a completely different situation. Things start opening up. Maybe gates start opening up. There might be more access to things, which are very nice. With the Nine of Cups, it feels like being enriched. And since it's with the Ten of Cups, it has a specific um, links to things that are important that you could build from. I'm getting more of essentials of what you really need, who you really need around you. In the past, you do have the Star, and it feels like you didn't give up hope, even though in your mind, like it feels like the surrounding energy in the situation um, was the Five of Coins, the Five of Pentacles. It almost feels like she's surrounded by chaos. Um, as if the storm came, or she's left outside, because with the Five of Pentacles, it's a card where maybe things made a turn for the worse. Maybe there was an investment that um, didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to, but you're slowly making your way back up and making those making things up for that, because the karmic card for why things are happening is the Six of Coins. You need to invest in other things because the underlying energy, it has a strong foundation with family ties, and again with things that are essential, with maybe keeping the family together, and um, specific resources, keeping like there's a basket with apples, and there's a tight unit here. With the Seven of Wands for the immediate future, it feels almost as if it's a training card, because you already had the Five of Wands that happened, and the Five of Wands can be seen as maybe it feels almost as if it's a preparation. And Six of Wands, um, it was the change of direction. The choice of the Six of Wands, because the it looks like there's something put to a halt, like a seasonal change with the Death card. And because behind it is the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands, it looks like a springtime where things, when it flourishes. So maybe it was like a waiting time for the Queen of Cups and the Two of Coins. um, prioritizing and the balancing act of that. 2 and 2 feels like teeter-tottering, but he has a map. So there is somewhat of a plan, or at least the foundation of what can be seen as somewhat of a plan, like the blueprints. I feel like the court cards in this reading, because there are multiple, they represent the same people that are in this reading. Even though there might have been something lost, say with finances, there is enough for you to bounce back with the Nine of Coins, the Nine of Pentacles, or a person that knows how to bounce back. And then you have the Strength card to go with her in this. With the season changed, it feels like the queens are of the same person, because you had the Queen of Wands in the beginning. So I feel like the Queen of Wands is, it kind of feels like she's shining her light at the moment, because almost as if she was leading the way, like the force of nature in battle. Because in the past, she was seen as the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. Now, the only one that I don't see right now is the Queen of Swords. So that makes me think that there isn't a lot of communication, if any communication at all, right now. But somehow something revives itself here. Again, with the Death card, it does feel like a seasonal thing. But in a way, she might come out in a different way, because in the hopes or fears, you have the Justice card. The Justice card can link to the Queen of Swords. And doing right by you. You have the Five of Wands with the Knight of Cups. It feels like with the affection or efforts to connect the horse with, let's just say, the warrior, which in this reading can be like the queen, there are obstacles that were in the way of that. With the Five of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Because the Knights are coming up and then the Queens are coming up. And then with the further future, it feels like it's only a matter of time for things to be revealed. Or the investments to come through. For some people, if you worked towards something, and this is the Wands suit, but it does have like a passion and a drive. Like there's an energy that comes with it. The things that you have planned with the Two of Wands, it's slow moving because ships aren't generally fast. So there is patience that goes with that. But there does feel like an optimistic energy that comes with it. Um, because in the beginning, when I felt the energy of um, being in a space that didn't feel like it was the environment that you wanted to be in. And then I have the Emperor that came out too. And with the Emperor, the word that I was getting when that came out was diplomacy. We're sticking with that word. Goes with the Justice card and the balancing of the scales. And this seems pretty traditional because normally in readings, for me at least, I like to see all the possibilities of the cards. And I don't, um, it's not like I don't use the textbook terms, but this feels like very textbook, as if it's a process for things to move forward. It just doesn't happen overnight. It's almost as if you gave some, if you had to apply for something that had to do with like the government or anything that you needed to apply for, a lot of times it can be time, a lot of times it can be time consuming. And this kind of feels like what that is. That you're in a space that it may have been necessary for you to go in this or be in that situation until something cleared through. Then you have the Hierophant. So I'll have that, or the card underneath, as the last card. So Hierophant with Temperance. It feels like things are clearing and finishing up. Because with Hierophant, it can be seen as more traditional. And I would say even a power of authority too. Since churches do have power of authority, even if we don't really see it like that, because they have the dogma of infallibility, at least for the Pope. So those are the main decisions. So it could be a higher power, higher authority coming up with a decision, and based off of that, it smooths things out for you. Even with a temperance card, I do feel like something from a distance. So the Queen of Wands could be some sort of guide. It could be in a sense a spiritual guide. It could be uh, an actual person in your life that can help you move through these. And also maybe moving through the cracks too sometimes. Maybe paperwork is under other paperwork, and then it takes longer. So something resurfaces for you to get the confirmation or the passing. So this is really good. I feel like it does alleviate any stress that may have been linked to finances. And since there were multiple court cards involved, it could involve multiple people. but there is a sense of relief that comes from it, even if your mind has the Five of Pentacles or something that has been lost. But something that's lost, if it's meant to come back, it will. So, or come back even better than what you had before. So I'll read the Oracle card message. Card meaning, a happy outcome is assured. Relax your anxiety and feel secure that everything is resolved in the end. This is a reassuring card, signaling that the movie you are currently starring in has a happy ending. Situations may appear sticky. Situations that appear sticky are miraculously resolved. Misunderstandings are forgiven. Mistakes are forgotten. You are urged to stop worrying about the future, as your fears could be self-fulfilling in a negative way. You could be literally you could literally sabotage heaven's happy plan for you if your worries are excessive. So go outside in nature and ask the fairies to help you rejoice in the perfection of creation. Your joy renews your faith and ensures your happy outcome that is in store for you. Affirmation: everything is in divine and perfect order right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in another video.